And greetings gamers, and welcome to Let's Play the One Wolf series, Chapter 1, Flight from the Dark. This will be an interesting Let's Play. Most of you, I imagine, are subscribed to Grimmeth's channel, who actually is the one who introduced me to this... I wouldn't say series. I obviously knew of the Lone Wolf, adventure book series. It's one of the more famous ones, along with the Time Traveler and what have you. But he did introduce me to this website, www.projectaon.com, which you can find in the description, which actually allows you to play these adventure books online. Just the Lone Wolf series, but trust me, that's plenty in retrospect. I should point out that, kind of a spoiler thing, I have actually finished the Kai series. I was actually, kind of sad really. I was halfway through the Magna Kai series with my first and only character. I had actually managed to get him all the way to the Magna Kai. So this guy was strong. And, because of no fault of anyone else but my own, I lost the save file. Yeah, and therefore, it died, basically. So now, what we have is basically me replaying the game, knowing some additional information, but mostly what I'll try to do, to the best of my memory, is take the path that I took before. That's all you can ask of me, really. Before delving into the story, this video is actually going to be just me making my new character. Because as we all know, with any RPG, making a character is basically the start. So, yes, go to hell, I know. Okay, change the color. There, you're done. Are you happy now? You fucked with my shit. There. So, back to the game. Sorry for that. Let me see. During your training as a Kai Lord, you have developed fighting prowess, combat skill, and physical stamina, endurance. Before you set off on your adventure, you need to measure how effective your training has been. To do this, take a pencil, and with your eyes closed, point with the blunt end of it onto the random number table. If you pick 0, it counts as 0. Now, I don't need a random number table, because I have this, the random number generator. The cool thing about the website is, not only does it have just the game books by themselves, all online for you to download to various PDAs, as well as web browsers, it also has a printout that you would get inside the book to help you play, action shots, random number tables. It also has the benefit of several, to my knowledge too, actual applications, such as this one, that has the action shot and combat system included, making it so you do not have to actually write this shit down all analog. You can have it all on PC, which is very handy. Let me think. Something I wanted to say... Yes, this is the version that's actually downloaded onto my computer. That way I will actually have backups of the save games, and I have no excuse for losing them this time around. It should be okay. So, without further ado, let's make the character. The first number that you pick from the random number table in this way represents your combat skill. Add 10 to the number you picked and write the total in the combat section of your action chart. If your pencil fell on the number 4 in a random number table, you would write in a combat skill of 14. When you fight, your combat skill will be pitted against that of your enemy. A high score in this section is therefore very desirable. No shit. So, 3, 2, 1... I got a max score! 19, that is the best score you can have. Seeing as 0 counts as 0, and the number only goes from, to my knowledge, 0 to 9. Let me just check the random number table here. Yeah, 0 to 9. That's it. Nice, I got the maximum combat skill. Come on, endurance points. The second number that you pick from the random number table represents your powers of endurance. Add 20 to this number and write the total in the endurance section of your action chart. If your pencil fell on the number 6, you would have 26 endurance points. Come on, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. 8, I'll take it. 20, wow, my guy is very, very strong. Jesus. That is, okay, current 28. We got max health here. Wow, I am very pleased by that. I could not have hoped for, the only better character is having 29 endurance. That is just mental. If you are wounded in combat, you will lose endurance points. If at any time your endurance points fall to 0 or below, you are dead and the adventure is over. Lost endurance points can be regained during the course of your adventure, but your number of endurance points can never go above the number with which you start your adventure. Sorry, got some German sausages coming back up. Probably not a good idea to do this after a barbecue, no siree. So now we have to choose our Kai disciplines. Because we start the Kai Adventure series with 5. We are initiate in the Kai ways. So now we have to pick a novice skill, an intuit skill, a Doran skill, an acolyte skill, and of course the initiate skill. These are very important. Essentially, these disciplines will more or less tell you what you can do in the game. So, as my first skill, I will choose healing. This discipline can be used to restore endurance points lost in combat. If you possess this skill, you may restore 1 endurance point to your total for every numbered section of the books you pass through in which you are not involved in combat. This is only to be used after your endurance has fallen below its original level. During that, your endurance cannot rise above its original level. If you choose this skill, write healing plus 1 endurance points for each section without combat on your action chart. Well, I would just do that, but as you can plainly see from this, I don't think it fits. Yeah, so we're just gonna do this. Healing, because I know what it does. Next up, we are actually going to choose the lovely little thing, where is it, of 6th Sense. Which will make sense in context of your character. I mean, he got lucky. I'm not going to spoil anything, but you'll see he got lucky of being away from the place before shit went down. But I think if he had something like a 6th Sense ability, it would make it more logical that he would be away and stuff like that. But let's train the skill. The skill may warn a Kai Lord of imminent danger. It may also reveal the true purpose of a stranger or strange object encountered in your adventure. Essentially, it's PSP, or no, what is it? Extrasensory ESP, that's it, extrasensory perception. Next up, this is when it gets difficult, but I will go for tracking, because it's always handy knowing which way to go or which way people went if you wish to follow them. The skill enables a Kai Lord to make the correct choice of a path in the wild, to discover the location of a person or object in a town or city, and to read the secrets of footprints or tracks. Very, very handy. Next up is when it gets a bit more complicated. I would choose Mind Shield. Mind Blast is also very useful. I'm gonna talk you through, because you can see why it's so hard. First off is Camouflage. This discipline enables a Kai Lord to blend in with his surroundings. In the countryside, he can hide undetected among trees and rocks and pass close to an enemy without being seen. In a town or city, it enables him to look and sound like a native of that area, and can help him to find shelter or a safe hiding place. Essentially, it allows you to hide, but if you have tracking and 6th Sense, generally you don't need to hide. That's my... But, I'll tell you what. We gotta go with the character I had when I started the adventure the first time. I chose healing, sixth sense, tracking, camouflage, and the last one was weapon skill. But before we get to there, let me explain all the other things. Hunting. This skill ensures that the Kai Lord will never starve in the wild. He will always be able to hunt for food for himself, except in an area of wasteland and desert. This skill also enables a Kai Lord to be able to move stealthily when stalking his prey. Essentially, it's the sneak skill that also allows you to forego the experience of eating when in a forest or plains area. Personally, I don't think this is that useful, considering if you have like a camouflage skill especially, your hiding ability is still good, and quite frankly, when you don't eat a meal, you just lose 3 health, and if you have the healing skill, that's quickly recovered, or if you just drink a potion if needs be. And to be honest, you will generally in your adventure run along and gather quite a few meals, making that skill, in my opinion, not a skill you should pick, at least as your first 5. Maybe as your 8th or 7th skill, definitely not in your top 5. Tracking, sixth sense, healing done. Weapon skill I'll talk last. Now, these are the skills that, in theory, I would have taken, because, quite frankly, they are insanely useful in the, spoiler alert, in the first, third, and to my knowledge 5th installments of this series. Mind Shield. The Dark Lords and many of the evil creatures in their command have the ability to attack you using their mind force. The Kai discipline of Mind Shield prevents you from losing any endurance points when subjected to this form of attack. Essentially, it enables force block. They can't attack you with their mind hacks powers. Mind Blast is essentially the Mind Hack's powers. This enables a Kai Lord to attack an enemy using the force of his mind. It can be used at the same time as normal combat weapons and adds 2 extra points to your combat skill. Not all the creatures encountered on this adventure will be harmed by Mind Blast. You will be told if a creature is immune. Quite frankly, I have 19 combat skill, and with the added bonus of weapon skill, if I have the right weapon for it, it should prove more than enough until I get the Summer Sword. Spoiler alert. Next up we have Animal Kinship. This skill enables a Kai Lord to communicate with some animals and to be able to guess the intentions of others. Useful in very unique circumstances, but still useful in its own right. This is a skill I would more or less take in 7th place. But, feel free to choose something else. Maybe just 6, actually. And last but not least, it's Mind Over Matter. Mastery of this discipline enables a Kai Lord to move small objects with his powers of concentration. If you choose this skill, right, Mind Over Matter, essentially it gives you telekinesis powers for various things. But now is the skill I'm taking, which is Weapon Skill. Upon entering the Kai Monastery, each initiate is taught to master one type of weapon. If weapon skill is to be one of your Kai disciplines, pick a number in the usual way from the random number table, and then find the corresponding weapon from the list below. This is the weapon in which you have skill. When you enter combat carrying this weapon, you add +2 points to your combat skill. Essentially, it gives you Mind Blast. The fact that you are skilled with a weapon does not mean you set out the adventure carrying that particular weapon. However, you will have opportunities to acquire weapons in the course of your adventures. If you pick the axe, you are lucky enough to be skilled in the weapon Lone Wolf is carrying from the start of the adventure, which is cool. So, we're looking for an axe, if they are to be believed, so 3, 2, 1. And we got a sword. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, sword is kind of a prevalent weapon, I think you'll find. Just do that sword. And add +2 CS. I know what that means. Yeah, I'll even do +1 EP page. There we go. So everyone's on the same foot. Right, those are my 5 skills. As you heard from this, we actually start the adventure carrying an axe. And we go to the next chapter. Now we start with equipment. You are dressed in the green tunic and cloak of a Kai initiate. You have little with you to arm yourself for survival. All you possess is an axe, note on the weapons on your action chart, and a backpack containing 1 meal. So, go down to the backpack, type meal, as well as 1, so you know how many you got. Hanging from your waist is a leather pouch containing gold crowns. To find out how many, pick a number from the random number. This number equals the number of gold crowns you possess at the start. Oh, shit, that's music. Get rid, thank you. And random number. 3 to 1, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. 4. Okay, we start the adventure with 4 gold crowns. Don't think we're gonna need much gold at the start of the adventure. We'll be running for our lives. You discover amongst the smoking ruins of the monastery a map of Summerlund. Note on the special items of the action chart. Okay. So, let me see here. Ready? Okay, I'm gonna have to sort out a method of looking at the map. But, yeah, okay, so, that's under special items on the action chart. So, oh, shit. No, go back. God damn it, game. Map of Sommerlund, showing the capital city of Homegard and the land of Rolla. You also find one of the following items. I'm going to assume to discover which of the above you find, you must pick a number from the random number table. Oh god. Come on, no whammies. Give me something good. Okay, number 4. 8, 7, 6. We got the shape of... That is, apart from a sword, because that's the, thing I'm skilled in, or maybe just the helmet, that is the best item I could have hoped for. Oh man. What this does, it gives me +4 endurance points, making it so I start the adventure with 32 hit points. Oh my science. Chain, mail, waist. Man, this character, I'm almost pleased to have restarted, because this character is insanely more powerful than the one I had before. Oh my god. So how to carry the shit, yeah. Chainmail is worn on the body. How much can you carry? The maximum number of weapons that you may carry is 2. Backpack items. These must be stored in your backpack. Ooh, because space is limited, you may only keep a maximum of 8 articles, including meals, in your backpack at any one time. Special items are not carried in the backpack. When you discover a special item, you will be told how to carry it. Whether, I don't know, you should mark this down, I don't know. Gold crowns. It'll hold a maximum of 50, so 50 is the maximum cash we can hold. If you go onto the eye, it'll tell you this. Very useful shit indeed. How to use equipment. Yes, very interesting. Very interesting, very interesting, very interesting. Not that interesting. Okay, rules for combat. We will delve into these when and if the thing starts. So as you can see, we start as the initiate, and we will increase via other things. Kai Wisdom. Your mission will be one of great danger, for the Dark Lords and their servants are a cruel and fierce enemy who give and expect no mercy. Use the map to help you steer a correct course for the capital. Make notes as you progress through the story, for they will be of great help in future adventures. That's not a joke. Many things that you find will aid you during the adventure. Some special items will be of use in future Lone Wolf adventures, and may be red herrings of no real use at all. So be selective in what you decide to keep. There are many routes to the king, but only one involves a minimum of danger. With a wise choice of Kai disciplines and a great deal of courage, any player should be able to complete the mission, no matter how weak their initial combat skill or endurance point score is. You know what? I don't think I have a problem. I got the maximum combat skill I can have. I've got a maximum almost the maximum endurance I can have. Yeah, I got this, guys. I got this. The honor and memory of the Kylos will go with you on your perilous journey. Good luck. And so, folks, that'll be it for today. Tune in next time where we start our adventure. Until then.